Hello, naked truthers. Welcome back. It's been about a good 2 weeks. How the hell are y'all? I truly hope all is well with everyone. And I just have a quick question for y'all. What's in your cup? You know, everybody says, oh, you gotta make sure your cup is full first before you can fill up other people's cups, right? Make sure your cup is overflowing, this, that, and the third. But I never hear anybody talk about what actually is in their cup. What are they actually filling their cup with? What is their cup overflowing with? And this thought popped in my head as I was scrolling on the Book of Faces, right? And I came across this post, and in this moment, I don't remember who it was by, but it was a suggested post by Facebook, and it was talking about spilling coffee. And so basically, it was like, you know, say you're at a coffee shop, right? And this is not going to be verbatim, it's just me summarizing. But it's like, say you're at a coffee shop and you have coffee in your cup, right? And you stand up, and the moment you stand up, somebody bumps into you and makes you spill your coffee. And then it goes, you know, what happened to your coffee, right? Like, what happened to your cup? And the response was, oh, that person made me spill it. And it's like, no, that person didn't make you spill your coffee. The coffee spilled out because it was in the cup. And it sounds crazy when I repeat it, and I might be telling this a little wrong, but anyway, the purpose of this was basically saying that when life shakes you up, you know, when you hit that tower moment, that rock bottom moment, or what some people call the dark night of the soul, whatever is in your cup will spill out. And it just made me think, like, what's in my cup, right? And how it fluctuates, you know? And it's like, at any given moment, anything can happen. You know, at any given moment, shit can hit the fan. Life can give you a picture of some sour ass lemonade. At any given moment, your life can truly change in the blink of an eye, right? We can only control what we can control, and that's it. And sometimes life will punch us in the gut, you know, or at least that's what it feels like. In those moments of, you know, rock bottom, in those moments of despair, or in those moments of what the fuck, what's overflowing from your cup? Is it still that energy of joy, gratitude, happiness, peace? Is it anger? Is it bitterness? Is it resentment? Is it frustration? Is it exhaustion? Is it stress? What's spilling over? What is being spilled? What is being brought to the surface for you to see? Because, you know, a lot of the times when we go through the shit we go through, it's an eye opener, even if we don't see it right away. But there's always something there, you know? And it's like, What is this spilled cup of coffee teaching you? What is this glass of milk that tumbled over teaching you? I'm quite sure we've all spilled some kind of juice or water, tea, coffee, soda, Kool-Aid, whatever it is that you drink, right? Quite sure we've spilled something in our lives, whether we've knocked it over, kicked it over, dropped it, right? And it's like, in that moment, what's spilling over from your cup? How do you even react to that? You know what I mean? It's like unexpected as energy. And it's like, how do you respond? How do you react? How do you feel about it? It caught you off guard. Are you angry? Do you curse? Does it fuck up your energy? Do you remain calm and just clean the shit up and go about your day? Pour you another cup and that's pretty much what it is? It's like, what is your response to the unexpected energies and situations that arise in your life? Do they shake you up to the point that the ingredients in your cup begin to shift? The energy in your cup begins to shift, and what was in your cup in the first place? Because if life shakes you up and you're spewing out toxicity, or you're spewing out anger or resentment, or you're spewing out, you know, just the energy of stress or sadness or whatever the emotion or feeling or vibration and frequency may be, it's like, was that always in your cup in the first place? And it was just chilling at the bottom until somebody came along and shook you up. It's kind of like how you see when certain drinks shake well, right? To mix together all of the ingredients that may be sitting at the bottom. And so I feel like when life comes and smacks you upside the forehead, right? It's like, yo, what was sitting at the bottom of my cup that needed to float to the surface? That I truly needed to embrace, that I needed to see, that I needed to realize, that I finally needed to feel, that I finally needed to taste. What was at the bottom? And it's just interesting to me because it really got me thinking. Like, in this moment, is my cup even full 100%? And if it is, what is it filled with? What energy am I pouring back into myself? If my cup is a ever flowing fountain, what am I constantly pouring into myself? And I really had to think about that. What am I pouring into myself? And if I'm being honest, lately I can't say that my cup has felt 100% full. I don't know. It hasn't felt that way. And, I made a post about this the other day on Facebook about how my mind and eyes were deceiving me, and I'll probably turn that into a podcast. But it was basically just talking about how, my inner critic has become so fucking loud, especially like that judgmental ass energy towards myself. And, it's dealing with just like my body image. And I've come a long way when it comes to loving myself. But as I sit here and I observe myself, I observe my thoughts, I observe their inner voice. There's more self-love that I need to do, that I need to embrace. There's more work that could be done, more loving that could be done. pouring into myself a bit more, shutting down the inner critic, of course, and not giving into my thoughts, right? And so it's like, maybe I need to tip my own fucking cup over or wash that shit out, you know, and pour back into me what is most nourishing for me in this moment. Because I feel like throughout our lives, what's in our cup indeed changes. You know, there's going to be some times where our cup is more full of gratitude and joy and more full of peace and harmony. There's going to be other times where our cup may be full of just, you know, maybe it's stress, maybe it's exhaustion, maybe it's being tired, maybe it's the energy of being overworked, you know, maybe it's guilt, maybe it's sadness, you know, and there's no shame in any of it. If that's the energy that's there, that's just what's there. But there's no shame. It's just awareness. Honoring what's in your cup. Actually allowing yourself to taste it so that you can fully digest it and release it, right? Instead of just having it sit at the bottom and boom, you know, now something happens and you're like, yo, that's crazy. And your once calm oasis has become a raging fucking river that has the like, you know? So it's just understanding that and going from there. But I just thought that was really interesting because I had never really thought about that. I just feel like it's something you always hear. Oh, make sure your cup is full. Make sure you're pouring into yourself before you pour into others. All that good shit. Everybody repeats that. Everybody says that, right? And it sounds good. It sounds real good. And I just want to hit somebody the next time with, but like, yo, what's in your cup though? What are you filling your cup with? And see what's the answer I get. See if it stops them in their tracks. See if it makes them think. Because it definitely made me think. And I will definitely be more aware of what I'm putting in my cup. So that's all I wanted to share with y'all, you know? Ask yourself that question, see what you come up with. And if it ever comes to the point to where you may feel like you're at rock bottom or, you know, life is giving you lemons or throwing you a monkey wrench or you may feel down and out, you know, maybe times may be hard. I want you to ask yourself, what's the contents of your cup currently? And was there something that was festering at the bottom of your cup that needed to float to the surface? Was there some old mold down there that was beginning to grow? And it needed your attention. I feel like a lot of times what we experience in our life simply is like an urgent moment of, hey, I need you to pay the fuck attention. I've been trying to get your attention over and over and over again, and you just ignored me, pushed it to the side, brushed me off like it was nothing. So now things gotta get drastic. It makes me think about Saturn, Daddy Karma, right? Coming to lay those hands like, yo, I've been attempting to teach you this lesson. You ain't want to take heed. But let me put a different type of authority on this. Some shit that's like really gonna catch your attention, that you really gonna feel, that you can't ignore, that you can't run from. You just gotta face it and sit with it. And if you try to run from it, if you try to brush me off, If you disrespect me, it's just gonna hit harder. Deeper, it's gonna hurt worse. Right? That's not their emoji. But yeah, it's gonna hurt worse. Resistance creates chaos. And chaos isn't always a bad thing. Because I feel like chaos creates change. It allows for change to flow. So before I go, I just want to ask, what's in your cup? What has been in your cup? Do you need to refill your cup? Do you need to throw the whole cup away and start over? Right? I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the energy and for vibing with me. Fucks with y'all the long way, the hard way. For real though. I'm grateful for your existence. Stay tuned for more of my dopeness. And until next time, remember, life is as beautiful as you allow it to be. Perspective and self-love is key. Until next time, much love, y'all. Peace.